Hello, this is Peter Coy for D60 TV. Today, I want to welcome Rocco Rossi.
Pleasure, Peter.
Rocco received the Communication and Leadership Award at our fall convention last week, and congratulations on your well-won, well-deserved win for that.
I'm truly honored.
As many people may know, Rocco is the current CEO of Prostate Cancer Canada, and that involves a lot of fundraising, a lot of public appearances. I know that this is the only national institution that's completely dedicated to prostate cancer. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. Now, you know, some people have such a small resume and have done so little in their life that it would be difficult to interview. With you, the opposite problem is true. You've done so much, and so much of it's been so really interesting that I hardly know where to begin. But I think that the thing I'd like to start with is to talk about your Everest expedition, because I was just fascinated by that one. Rocco took a group of veterans,
who had been injured in Afghanistan, either physically or post-traumatic stress, or both in many cases, through True Patriot Love, which is an organization I absolutely adore, that's focused on the military and their families. We decided, as part of the rehabilitation of these 12 veterans, that we would spend a month together and hike to Everest Base Camp and then climb Island Peak. And it was absolutely spectacular. I mean, as you can imagine, it's a huge physical challenge for an able-bodied, but someone coming back from anything from an IED explosion, people with massive reconstructive surgery. One of the soldiers, a particularly exceptional young man, Francois, he'd like to be called Frank, he and a buddy were in Kandahar province, and they were there patrolling, and part of their task in patrolling was also that they were distributing school books to girls, because the Taliban had not allowed girls to go to school, and they found out about this, didn't like it, and they sent a young girl strapped with explosives to take the books from the two, and blew her up, killed his partner instantly. He was put into a coma. Massive reconstructive surgery, the right side of his body, blind in the right eye, and yet here he was, keeping up step for step, and we got to one peak from which you get this amazing view of Mount Everest and 6 other peaks that are over 8,000 meters. Frank got to the top with me, and he did this, because seeing from the left eye, and he said, "Look, the Taliban thought they'd kill me. They only made me stronger. 99% of mankind will never see this with 2 eyes. I see it with 1. That's good enough for me." And I just wanted to cry. I mean, they're just so inspirational.
That's a fantastic story, and I think you took some business leaders along on that.
Yeah, all of us paid for our own cost and adopted one of the soldiers, so that all their costs were covered. We ended up raising almost $500,000, and also convinced CBC to send a documentary crew along with us. So they created a wonderful full-length documentary called March to the Top, which I highly recommend you look at.
Certainly will. That sounds very exciting.